Hey guys, I want to touch on something tonight. Kind of got me fired up a little bit. I was speaking to somebody that I've been helping, and this person just kind of went off the rails tonight because they didn't lose. They set a weekly end goal to lose 14 pounds, and it was just the most unrealistic thing. And I told this person after we were done talking that I'm going to make a video, and they were the inspiration behind this video. We set ourselves up for failure when you put such a far unrealistic goal. What I found out is that she was watching The Biggest Loser and she saw somebody weigh in and lose like 30 pounds or something. So I'm going to kind of have to bust everybody's bubble, okay? Everybody that's on that show has been on that show, and it's like a 9-month process. It's not a 9-week process. Okay, it's a lot of film and a lot of editing and a lot of this and a lot of that, and that's why it takes so long for the next season to come, because they have so much work to do, and they take thousands and thousands and thousands of hours and they chop it up to make it into a 1-hour show, and they get all these people motivated and riled up. Well, my client got riled up and didn't lose the weight, didn't send me an email for a check-in, and that's when I knew something was wrong. And so we got down to it and finally got through the tears, and they admitted that they were watching the show and it didn't happen for them. So here's the deal. My tough love is kind of more of the tougher side of things. Most people that are watching what I do are obese or they're big. And I've asked this question, and I've said this a bazillion times. You did not get this way overnight. We did not just wake up one day 400 pounds. We didn't go from 140 to 195 overnight, females. Men, we didn't go from 220 and now we're 450. Okay, you didn't go from high school to a 40-year-old grown man overnight. So because you decide that you want to eat for a week, right? You want to start adding 20 minutes of walking, that you're entitled to lose all this weight. This is the unrealistic goals that we set for ourselves. We put these expectations on things, but yet we don't want to do the work. We just want the result. So instead of hard working, we just want the result handed to us. It's bullshit. And this is what sets all of us up for failure and why we quit. We buy these DVDs, we drink these shakes, and we're waiting and we lose a pound. We don't lose any weight. We lose 3 pounds, but yet we're thinking we should lose 30 because what we see in the commercial or what we've seen in the advertisement, they did this overnight. You're not going to be healthy overnight. I tell this to everybody that signs up with me. If you're not willing to do the work, don't waste your money and don't waste my time. That's just what this comes down to. You've been obese your entire life, and now you're entitled to lose it overnight? It doesn't work that way. So one of the things that I try to tell everybody that I've adapted is I pick a goal that I can see, opposed to worrying about a scale weight. Okay, everybody's so focused on that stupid-ass scale weight. We are not measured by scale weight. We are viewed by size. Okay, when somebody says, wow, look at that big person, I bet they weigh 328 pounds. No, someone just clarifies you as there's a fat guy. So everybody that's stuck on the scale weight, you get a hard time to go. So what I want everybody to do, try to adapt something. This is something that I've been working on, and I worked on it when I started my journey, and it really helped me, was I picked a goal that I could see. And what that means is an exercise goal. I didn't focus on nutrition, because when you focus on nutrition, you're just waiting for that scale number to drop. And you just got your fingers crossed, and you're hoping, and you're wishing, and you're praying, and everything. And guess what? Some weeks it comes, and some weeks it doesn't. And those weeks that it doesn't, what happens? You're pissed off at the world. So here's an idea. Instead of worrying about a scale weight, let's pick a goal that we can see and actually strive to accomplish that. For instance, there was a stop sign at the end of the block for me. It was 8 houses from where I lived when I started my journey. I couldn't make those 8 houses at 475 pounds, bad knees, swollen feet, bad back. Couldn't do it. I made it to 6 houses the first couple of nights. Week after, I got to the 7th house. Because you have to understand, in my mind, if I made those 7 houses, I still had to go 7 houses back to my house, which in turn was 14. But I made that stop sign 10 days later. And then I did it day after day, and guess what? It became easier. So then I decided to go across the street. Made it across the street. I can visualize a goal. Everybody thinks I can visualize a weight. I couldn't visualize what 280 looked like. I passed 280, got down to 250 when I lost the bulk of my weight, and put back on 30 pounds of muscle. Most people don't want to say, gosh, I'm 280 pounds. I'm 280 pounds and happy. I'm 280 pounds wearing a 2XL shirt and a 40 waist, and I can go run. I can go walk 5 miles. I can buy clothing at a regular store. I can fit at restaurants. I can even go to a freaking amusement park, which I haven't done since I was a child. Do I care about the scale weight? I don't give 2 shits about the scale weight. Every day I get an email. Scale, 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 scale. What happens? You know, it's funny because fail rhymes with scale. And when you don't make that scale weight, you feel like you failed. It drives me crazy. I want everybody to kind of change their view of something. Pick a goal. Pick a tree. Pick a stop sign. Pick a street light. Pick something. Pick a mile marker that you know where the mile marker is. Get in your car, see how far it is, go back home. Okay, that's how far. Now you have a goal in sight that you can work on. And I promise you, when you hit that goal, it is one of the greatest self-rewarding feelings that you will have. You've accomplished something. Use a weight on the scale and guess what happens? You don't make it, you don't make it. And then you start changing things and you buy another diet and you buy another shake and you buy another video and you just still can't get there and get there and get there. And what do? You quit. You start eating because you're pissed off at the world. And now you get way farther away from the scale weight that you really wanted to. The goal should be is get up. Make all your meals for the day, for tomorrow. Make a goal that you're going to walk a certain distance. Make a goal that you're going to exercise. Make a goal you're going to do 100 squats. Pick something that you physically can see that can happen today. Not if you're a 200-pound female and you want to be 140 pounds, that's 60 pounds of a lot of weighting. Why wouldn't you choose something simple and something quick that can be right down the road, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that you can work up to? Same thing for men. When I was 475 pounds and I saw this dude ripped and everything and I said, I'm going to be that, I was never going to be that. He's never been 10 pounds overweight. I was 200 pounds overweight. It doesn't work this way. Why would I want to be some little shit? And I say that, most of my guys that know at the gym that watch my videos, I love you guys, but you guys are little shits. You guys are 160 pounds. My dog's almost 160 pounds. I'm never going to be 160 pounds, and I'm okay with that. Pick a goal that you guys can achieve, and then you guys smash that goal, and you push that farther back. The day that I made the stop sign, I knew that if I walked the other way, there was a fire hydrant. The fire hydrant was a half-mile around in front of a neighbor's house. I should have probably peed on that fire hydrant because those neighbors were dicks. There was always things on the sidewalk and I'd have to walk around. They were not nice neighbors. But I made their home, the fire hydrant in front of their house, my goal. And guess what? I made it finally a half mile. And I was a half mile back, so I was doing a mile every day. And that turned into 2 miles. That turned into 3 miles. And it took month after month after month to achieve it. But I was able to do it. And guess what? The weight was just coming off. Why do you care so much about a scale weight if your pants are getting big? It drives me crazy. Do me a favor, all you scale weight freaks, and I say that jokingly, but some of you guys are freaks, go buy your pair of pants tomorrow in your weight. Let me know what pair of pants is sold on the rack by weight, not size. You're not going to find it. Get off the worry train about a number. Focus on a goal. Have some self-pride. Accomplish that goal so you can stand proudly, that you can reward yourself and say, I did this. Just a thought. Comments down below. Email me, biggie@eataskinny.com. Let me know what you guys think.